originally sort of planned to do this rig. So if I don't do it sort of today or this weekend, I have to wait till after the kids' summer holidays. I don't really want to be doing a 400 in the autumn, so I decided not to ride the Elena. I'm riding this instead. So I'm off down to Lymington, catch a ferry across the Isle of Wight. Hello folks, so you know, join me in the Wiley Valley at Ginny's Cafe. So I've literally just stopped here, had a couple of coffees and a bacon roll. Basically I got here about 3.5 hours, so it was about 86k, and basically I've booked a ferry. I got a ticket for the ferry over to the Isle of Wight from Lymington, and it's about 100 miles from my house, so I left home about 6:30, which gave me 7.5 hours, and I got here in 3.5. I've been here half an hour, so I've got basically 3.5 hours to get there, and I'm now just debating whether to just take it steady and catch the next one, and which would mean I got better legs sort of for later on, you know. So I might actually do that, just to take it easy. I wouldn't go fast coming down here, but I wasn't sort of dilly-dallying, if you know what I mean. I can't go fast anymore anyway, but right. So yeah, so I've booked the 2 o'clock. I think I'll just get there for the 3 o'clock, and I booked one back from Fishbourne to Portsmouth, and I gave myself 4.5 hours or something to do 25 miles. So if I've got 3.5 hours, that isn't. I've still got plenty of time, and I can stop and have a look round and that kind of thing. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do, I think. Anyway, this will plug the gap, the 400-kilometre gap I currently have. Being a bit OCD, I think it's good to have that distance. Although it's my least favourite of them all, really, because like anything up to 300 is a day ride. Certainly this time of year, and then you know, 400 isn't a 2-day ride, and it isn't a 1-day ride either. It's kind of in between. So you've got a choice. You know, you either just put up with the sleepless night, or you camp out. So it's kind of in between, really. Anyway, I'm going to crack on, and I'll speak to you a bit later. So you know, climbing in Wilton. It's a fantastic church. Well, made it to the ferry on time. I've actually made the 2 o'clock, which I didn't think I was going to be able to do, just thanks to the tailwind. So I made it. About 15 minutes to spare. Yeah, so just waiting for it to come in. I can just see it coming up the estuary thing here, and then on we get. And I managed to get on the ferry. Embarrassingly, I've booked it for the wrong day. So I was 2 days out. Luckily, they changed it for me and didn't charge me again, which I'd been completely entitled to. But yeah, that's good. I'm just about to go up there about 1/3 of a mile and turn right inland, but that's the Solent, and the south coast is across there, about 4 miles. It's absolutely scorching. That's why I did it this weekend and not next, because it's got to be even warmer next week. But yeah, so for those that don't know, if you use a ferry, that 4 point whatever it is miles doesn't count, but the time does. So I checked up before I got this validated, and I had to add a little bit because I was 3 or 4k short. So I was glad I checked before I just did it. Anyway, this is away from the madding crowd. So coming down through the New Forest, got to get through what I call a campsite belt. The road was really busy before then, and then quietened up after the campsite belt. So that's sort of Brockenhurst, that sort of area. And then once I got to Lymington, it was pretty busy again, and it's heaving in Yarmouth. It looked like there was a wedding on, and so I just got some water there in a can, and cracked on. As you saw, I was at the seafront there. I was going to stop for a wee there, but they wanted 20 pence. Anyway, a bush was free. But yes, the thing there, last time I came here was last May, and it's considerably less busy, as you'd expect. We've just come out of sort of COVID restrictions. I could still have to wear a face covering and that kind of thing on the ferry. But they used to do a few races on here. It was like around the island time trial and that kind of thing. And I remember the roads were terrible. I remember denting a deep rim, an alloy deep rim, and a pothole around here. But now they seem to have spent a lot of money on the road surfaces, and they're brilliant. I really highly recommend coming for a ride here. It's a little bit hilly though. So yeah, I'm a few miles in now. Just gone through, well, around the edge of Chale Green, and I don't think I'm that far from Ventnor and that now. Weather is glorious. Complete opposite of last weekend, which is good. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. Is really good. The time pressure is slightly off now, because I've got till my next ferry is 6:20, and I get there easily. So I'll probably go on the one before it, you know, and so long as I get back to home by about 9:30 tomorrow morning, and we're all good. So yeah, I like cycling on the Isle of Wight. It's really good. It's a little bit busier than I'm used to, but I've not been. It is the height of summer, so I kind of got to expect that, really. Anyway, there you go, folks. The beach at Ventnor. To walk down this road because I think it's they've got subsidence and they're fixing it, but wow. As with any seaside town, you know, when you come to the beach, there's a hell of a climb out of here. Climbed me in Fishbourne, ferry number 2 of the day, 3. The other's just a puddle jumper. This one's quite big. Going over to Portsmouth. This is a bigger outfit. It's like the panoramic viewing lounge, and through the windows there is Ryde and its pier. Looking at their website, I was intending on going across on that because it's quicker, and they said that due to some upgrade or something, they're not taking anything with large luggage. So I took a bike, as a bike has that, a large luggage, so I've come on to Fishbourne to Portsmouth service instead. Problem with this one is it's going to add a bit, probably another half an hour or so, but gives me a rest, I suppose. HMS Victory, and you've got the modern aircraft carrier behind it. And this is I'm now on ferry number 3 of the day, and the final one, and we're just going over to there into Gosport, and that's my very quick visit to Portsmouth over and done with. There'll be no faffing about now. Just ride home from here. I'm gonna add some distance just to make doubly sure. The odd mile here and there, and hopefully I'm good at the end. Terra firma now. Portsmouth over there, and I'm in Gosport. So now I'm going basically north towards Winchester eventually. Hopefully you can see this, but there's both aircraft carriers here in port. One's got a tent on it, so they're obviously doing something to it. But yeah, it's the first time I've seen two. You know, the last time I came here, it was just the one here. This rather excellent cycle route out of Gosport. It was good to be traffic free. So this is busway, and you're allowed to cycle along it, but you're not allowed to walk along it despite this person in front doing so. And there's a sign back there, no cycles from 11:15 p.m. to 5:45 a.m. Makes you wonder why they bothered. Anyway, it's excellent. Mustn't grumble too much. I'm on the outskirts of Winchester now. A bit of a climb after this. Yeah, it's quite a toughie, to be honest. This view, it's incredible. I'm hoping to see some noctilucent clouds tonight. They basically glow in the dark in the early hours, so I'm hoping I'm going to see some. When I did the Moonrakers and Sunseekers the other week, I actually saw them when I was driving home. And I didn't get a photo or anything like that, and I kind of regret it, you know, so I'm hoping I get another chance tonight. Yeah, so I'm about 15 miles or so further on from that petrol station. Let's have a look, see where we're at. Yeah, I'm due to finish at 7:30 tomorrow morning, so that gives me a couple of hours in hand. Yeah, all the messing about with ferries and everything, it just eats up the time, you know. I've now stopped, I've had a bite to eat and put my arm warmers and everything on. It's about 11 o'clock now, and 140k to go, and should finish about 7:30. That's not too bad. Yeah, I was feeling a little bit empty back there, but I think I sorted myself out now. Anyway, I'll pick you up in a bit. So I'm in Hungerford. I'm not sure if you can see me. 1:45. Just over 100k to go, about 105k, and just having a bite to eat and a bit of a rest. Just come over the south side of Coombe Gibbet, and I came up through a place called Fackham, and dropped down, and then came back up over the to the car park at the top of Coombe Gibbet, and then turn right down the hill through Ink Pen and then to here. That was pretty steep coming up there. It was a good 1 in 4. It's 5 o'clock. Just down through Avening to Nailsworth, and then along the Old Midland line. I'm going to add a little bit on the end, just to make doubly sure. Yeah, so you know, sort of hours just over, all done and dusted. Hey, sun's up. Had the most bizarre experience. So I'm on the Old Midland line, and they're building a bridge back there, so you have to walk up some steps, push the bike up, you know. Anyway, I was just sort of about to get on, I heard this sort of funny noise, and I looked down, you know, down the path. There was 2 muntjacs. They're like small deer, and they're running towards me like flat out, and I'm like, are they charging me? So I got the bike between me and them, and they just ran by at like full speed. No idea what that was all about. It was actually quite frightening, you know. folks, that's a full set for 2022. That was a fantastic ride. Now we're about 3 hours in hand. I'd have had probably 5 or 6 if without all the faffage with the ferries, but that's all part of the adventure, you know. It's all part of making memories. Anyway, yeah, just going to be 24 hours. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this one, and I will see you on the next one.